Hello, this is Tesla, and I'm here in the lighthouse with my VK-2801 in Sand River Assault Defense for What Would You Do? Volume 10. This is a series where I'll stop the film at several times during the battle and ask if you were driving my tank what you would do. And then I'll tell you what I did and why. There's 3 artillery on the enemy team and 2 on mine. 1 scout apiece. Good mix of other tanks on the enemy team. We're mostly mediums. Couple heavies, only 1 TD. So we're a lot more mobile than they are. But this is a big kind of all the way across the map choke point in the middle. I'm already told him I'm going to come up here in the center and spot for him on the other side using the ramp over here that scouts know and love ever since they changed this map and made it heavily favored for the defense. We'll see how long that lasts. I expect to get seen normally the first time because a lot of times the enemy scout will be making a run and we kind of see each other, but I'm hoping to get a lot of spots. Get a fair number. I get 7. T-64 shoots me twice, no big deal. As long as the bigger tanks don't hit me, I'm fine. He got hit harder than I did. Now there's an M7 unwisely coming up here because he's going to get blown up before too long. And I'm just going to play peek a view. Oh man, I really hate when other tanks come up here with me because we run into each other and all it does is focus everybody on the enemy team. They're all going to be focused on this spot on the map. It makes it tough to pull up and spot without somebody ready to shoot you. Like the worst thing mediums can do is all come up here. It just messes the scout up. And you just get in our way like this T-20 just did. It potentially gets everybody killed by doing it. The M7's gone. Hopefully the other 2 guys run away. Cromwell's headed this way. Churchill's headed this way. I just watch how they're moving on the map. It lets me know what I have to prepare for. Okay, the Cromwell's headed back up the hill. Well, here's the first question. You can see what I can see. What would you do? I'm taking out that M7 Priest. I'm ducking back down, getting concealment. I'm going to pull one and pop him. He's a big time one-shot kill. Get rid of one of their arty who's unwisely sitting up on top of hill. Very bad to skyline in the arty. Goodbye. Churchill's still slowly coming this way. Cromwell's running away. I'm going to pull up and see if I can hit the Cromwell now. If I hit him, he's dead. I don't aim very well, and he turned to the left to make it even worse, so I shot way behind him. Cromwell doesn't seem interested in me, though. He's looking the other way, so I can pull up and snipe. Not really sniping, because I'm so close. But I get to blast him, then Artie finishes him off. Good shot, Bishop. PZ-3-4 over there. Oh, he just died. Now, we have a 4-tank lead. We have pretty good control of the battle. Nobody's making any big offensive push anywhere. What would you do? And I'm looking at everything going, you know, there's a lot of tanks over to the east. We've pretty much cleaned out the middle. I'm going to make a break for it. See if I can get back over to Artie's and take out the other 2 artillery. And as I start moving forward, there's the 3001 up there. He takes a shot and miss. So I'm going to stop and shoot at him. I think I hit him and didn't do any damage. Maybe I just went right by his ear. Okay, he's coming in on me. He has more hit points than me. We'll each about take each other out in 2 good shots. What would you do? I'm just going to try to suck him toward me. I'm not really going anywhere. I'm going to use this dune, play Ring Around and Rosie with this dune, and hopefully my team takes them out. They've been pretty good at killing people in this area of the map, so I'm banking on the fact they can do it again. He's so focused on me, he doesn't seem to care that he's getting beat up, so I'll just go nice and slow and let him die. Already missed. There he goes. Why take damage when you don't have to? Let your team do the work for you. I still get spotting damage, alright? Now I can go find the artillery. T-20's coming with me. Hey, there's the grill. Hello, grill. Goodbye, grill. Nice of you to put that little target right in the middle of your side. Let's see if I can hit it. Ah, bullseye. There's the next one. He just shot. That means run like hell towards him and take him out before he can reload. He's defenseless. Somebody else shot him and then I shoot him and get the fire for the kill. Now, we have a huge lead, 11-3. We'd have to have a monumental collapse to lose this. We only see the Tiger P on the map. Where would you go? And I'm looking at the fact we know this whole area is secure. I'm thinking they're all down in here trying to fire down on this balcony. So I'm going to come up, come around behind, and hopefully get the back flank of them right here and get some easy shots in. That's my plan. Come across the first hill and there's nobody over on the other side. So my plan continues, upward and onward toward victory. Oh, crap. Besides saying, oh, crap, when you come over a hill and see this TD pointed straight at you this far away, what would you do? And I'm too far away, over rough terrain, a little bit of uphill. I can't really rush him like I may if I was on smooth terrain. I may try to rush him and get to his side. I have a couple choices. I can go here and cut down. That gives him a shot at my flank. Or I can back up because it's easier to get away that way. I shoot as I go, but I wasn't aimed in. I'm just trying to back up and get out of his line of fire. There's a little depression over here I'm going to go back into so he can't see me. A comet's coming up behind me, and I can hide right here. If he comes forward, I'll get to shoot him again, hopefully track him. I think he's worried about pulling out, so I'm going to quick run back this way, get to his side. I have a lot more flexibility here now. So my plan right now is to come up here behind him and get behind, flank him, and take him out. And it's like, oh man, look at this. There's a Hellcat. Surprise, surprise. They keep coming this way instead of doing what they're supposed to do and go the other way. But, oh well. What would you do? Notice that his gun isn't pointed at me. He's looking at his friend for some reason. Don't know why. But it's a bad mistake. I'm going to take advantage of it. Get a big hit on him. Enough to have him back out. Now look at what he's doing. He's looking back toward his left. So we have the TD down in here looking this way. This TD looking that way. What would you do? Should I split the difference and go here and fire both ways at once? Do a double shot and take them both out? But I don't have a shotgun, so I can't do that. I'm just, ooh, hey, look. I get to put a shot into him. Couldn't shoot low enough to track him. He's trying to decide whether he wants to turn around. Nope, he's going to move up against the hill, so I can't shoot him. Good. I'm going to come up here and take out the Hellcat. And he gives me a spot to shoot at, so bam, you're dead, dude. Now, this should be an easy one, guys. What would you do? I'm not even going to wait on this. I'm going to flank this dude, man. He's looking the other way. I can get behind him before he can do anything. Now he's dead. He has no chance of winning. He was caught. As soon as the Hellcat was gone, he was doomed. Here we go. Goodbye, TD. Nice knowing you. Oh, and the TD, the Tiger Panther's gone too. Panzer, Tiger Porsche's gone. So we're done. That's it. I got 1,690 XP, 12 spots, 782 spotting damage, 5 kills, 1,748 damage, a Pascucci, and a Scout. And it's all so simple on this map. You come down through the town right away, go up this ramp, spot, beep, 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 spots all over the place. Up and down, up and down, up and down. Just play peek-a-view. Deal with anybody who comes after you. Sometimes they'll come down the ramp after you. I didn't get a ton of spotting damage, but I actually had a lot of support and people firing at the tanks I was seeing, and that kept them away from me. I had a chance to snipe the priest, and so I took advantage of it and took one of their artillery out early. Guys, if you're playing tanks, it doesn't matter whether it's an arty or a medium or a TD or whatever. I know you like to sit up on hills because you can see farther and you get this great panoramic view of the countryside, but that also means people like me with excellent view range can spot you and you will never even know where we're at. So it's death. Now, with me here, for my tanks to do it back here to support me, they know nobody can get close enough to see them without me seeing who they are. So that's fine. But when you know there's a scout down here, if you're on offense, there's somebody operating down here, it's crazy to sit up on these hills because you know I'm going to spot you. And if you know you're getting spotted, tanks that you can't see are going to kill you. So be aware of what's going on in the map. If you're in a position where you're going to be spotted, then don't sit on top of a hill. Use common sense. Once the middle cleared out, I started to make a break for it, and the 3001 was sitting up here and came down after me. And so instead of risking losing more hit points when I didn't have to, I just kept on the opposite side of that little dune from him, denied him a shot, and let my teammates take him out. Had things gone different later in the battle, I may have needed those hit points. You never know when you're going to need them later on. So if there's a way to deal with an enemy without taking any hit point loss, do it, even if it means giving up some damage. It means gaining a victory in some future battles. And then when he was dealt with, I went up and took out the artillery. The M44 had fired just as I started coming toward him, so that just means get there as fast as you can, because there's a certain amount of time where he can't shoot back. Then when I went up on top of this hill, thinking they were all going to be over here or pointed down to this way, surprise, surprise, 2 of the TDs came after me. So once again, I had to use the natural terrain to provide line of fire obstructions, and when I saw that they weren't looking at me, I was able to pop out and kill them, the Hellcat in particular. And then that allowed me, eliminating the Hellcat, allowed me to flank the AMX AC, because then he was caught between people coming at him from 2 different directions, and so he had no chance. So it's a very straightforward battle, but it also shows a lot of common sense on our side and a lot of lack of common sense on theirs. And actually we had some bad things too, because you saw 3 different mediums come up in here with me. If you have a scout working in an area spotting, especially if it's an area where they have to move around to do it effectively, don't go near them. All you're doing is causing every enemy in the area to focus fire on that spot, which is going to most likely kill your scout and you. And you're going to end up bumping into each other. You're both going to be trying to evade shots at the same time, and you end up getting each other killed. If a scout's working in an area like this, stay away from him. Same thing as if a scout in Redshire gets to that bush in E7 and you really wanted to be there, but you're a Cromwell. Don't go there. Don't park behind him and say, well, I'm going to sit up here and snipe what you see, because people are going to see you, shoot at you, and hit him. If the scout's working in an area, stay away from it unless he's under attack and needs help. From Sand River Assault Defense, playing peek-a-view, peek-a-boom, and getting a Pascucci and a Scout medal for it. Happy hunting.